Hi, I am giving you an update on what I'm planning to do, what I've completed, well, not exactly completed, but my status on the various projects. And yeah, I've been kind of busy in between processing tomatoes into sauce. I've got 6 quarts ready to go in the freezer for tomato sauce, but I was working on my beauty all around. I'm now starting this block. So I've done an hour already this week. So that one started, and I'll show you the one I had been working on, which I did get completed. And that is this one. So that block in Beauty All Around is done. And I am now working on this one. So at Walmart, I was looking for pants hangers. They did not have, not pants, skirt hangers. I was looking for skirt hangers. They did not have individual ones. They only had this one that's like multi. You can't take it apart. But anyway, I thought that would work for this. So these are the ones I still have to do. This is my working in progress one, and then the bottom is my completed one. So I thought that would work for hanging up and keeping track of various blocks for the beauty all around. So I'm hanging that up on my wall over there. This weekend I got Drunkard's Blossom. This is the Bella Rose project that was in a few months ago box, because I got a new box that I haven't even done anything with, and then I have Buttercup. Is that what it is? Buttercup that I haven't done anything with either from the box previous to that. So this was the box previous to that. Drunkard's Blossom, where we got the Drunkard's templates that are specific to Bella Rose, and we're working with curves. And all I have left on that is completing the binding. I have it probably 3/4 of the way hand sewn down on the back, and that's how much I have left. But I wanted to be able to give you an overview on that board so you can see the whole thing. And then this is what my quilting looks on the back side, what it looks like. So I did a lot of quilting, which I love to do. So that's all the quilting on the back side and the quilting on the front. There's Drunkard's Blossom. So that's done for the week. I also worked on my slow stitch journal, which has been neglected. So I'm working on laying out what I want to do for the front and the back page. And this is where I'm going with this one so far. I just need to now do stitching all of this down and practicing out some stitches for those 2 pages. So as you can see, Jean, I'm getting there. I just got back to doing this. So now I'm designing my pages for my slow stitch journal. So it's the front page, back page. And I used the dress form templates that I used for my other one that I just got done. As you see. So I used the template from the dress form. I can see myself getting a lot of use out of that pattern with the dress form templates. I think I could add that to quite a bit of stuff. So those are done for the week. I'm not going to work on this anymore. I spent over an hour figuring things out with this, so that'll be for this week. Next week I will work on doing some hand stitching. This week I want to work on Baby It's Cold Outside, which is my September UFO challenge with Crazy Moose fabrics. So it would be nice if I could get this done this month, since I didn't get anything done last month. I have the pieces cut out for the Dittybag 2.0, which I got in their subscription box this month. So I want to work on that. Also, I decided the Sewers Club project. I'm going to, I believe, make this into something that will hold Uno cards on one side, and the other side will be a pad of paper for using for scoring. So I'm going to turn this from a passport pal into a card playing pal. We'll see how that goes. I'm not sure if I'll be working on that this week, but it's on my to-do list, and maybe I'll get to that this week. We'll see how the rest of the projects go. But I also wanted to give you an update on some other things that came up on other people's YouTube channels. Miriam Obsessed, I think it is. She has a YouTube channel. Miriam Stitch Obsessed. Miriam from Stitch Obsessed she is doing a sew along that's going to be starting, I believe, next week. And this is a pattern that she made. She just started selling kits, fabric kits, and her patterns have been on sale. But she's a very interesting young lady who has a wonderful YouTube channel. So I highly recommend you go over to Stitch Obsessed and look at Miriam's channel. But she is doing a sew along with this pattern, and I was looking at it, and it actually, she has techniques for beginners for this, but I think I could use my scraps, because I was looking at it, and it uses 4.5 inches and 10-inch blocks, and I have scraps of those sizes, and this would be good for going into those scraps and using up some of those for this. So I think I'm going to do this. So if you're interested in doing cottage twirl with Miriam from Stitch Obsessed, you can get this pattern for free on her site. So go there and get that if you want to do that. I'm also downloading, Laundry Basket is having a mystery quilt for 2025, and she's had week 1 and week 2, and it's going to go through October 22nd every week, and these are 6.5-inch blocks, the whole thing. So I'm downloading it. I'm not sure exactly when I'll be starting it, but I'm going to have the instructions for when I want to. But this is week 2. The blocks that you make, this is what they're going to look, that's what it looks like at the end of week 2. So that's another thing that I'm going to be working on, because I have big projects, that long-term projects that have been scattered about in my sewing room. I decided to use my Bella Rose boxes that my Bella Rose subscription box comes in to make labels that I can identify what I'm going to use this box for. And this can come out so that when I'm done with this project, I can reuse this box, put a new label in here, and use it for the next project. And the labels, these stick on 3x5, holds regular index cards, and it has adhesive on the back, and you just peel off this plastic thing to slip in your identifier in there. So I'm using these on my boxes, and as I get beautiful boxes that I want to reuse, I'm going to be putting some of these bigger projects in. So I have the Bella Rose Mystery. I have the Creative Notions Mystery, and I have not started any of these. And I have the Jane Austen 250th anniversary quilt that I want to do. So those three now have a home in a Bella Rose box. I found another quilt that I want to do. And this one it was on Fat Quarter site. And it's a Riley Blake design by Lori Holt. And it's the Hometown Sew-Along Guide. And this was done quite a few years ago. But I love it. I've seen other people working on this. So I decided to print this off. It's 75 by 84. You go onto her YouTube channel, I guess, to get more specific instructions for the blocks with measurements and tutorials, because I'm seeing cutting instructions on here, but it's confusing. So I think block by block, I'll probably go on her YouTube channel and look up the blocks to get specific instructions. But it comes with simple shapes. So I ordered the Hometown Simple Shapes to use for making this. So when I get another nice box, that will be going in one of those boxes too. So that's my share for this week. As you can see, this is the Drunkard's Blossom behind me. We just got the center block in our subscription box. The instructions are here though if you wanted to make the bigger one, which is really cool, right? But so I was disappointed when I saw that we were only making the center, but actually I like what we got actually. That's quite a big size. So that's a 40 by 40 right there. So that's a nice wall hanging or table topper size. So anyway, that's what I'm working on this week and what I have planned and what I've already completed. And I would be interested to hear what you're doing. So share that with me. And I will see you probably later in the week. Okay, bye.